From Pimlico Racecourse in Baltimore, Maryland, the 112th running of the Preakness Stakes. What a gorgeous springtime afternoon it is here in the heart of Maryland. From the all-day party in the infield to the regulars along the rail to the more sedate luncheon in the members' dining room, it's Preakness Day, Maryland's greatest annual occasion. The crowd, estimated at more than 80,000, is basking in the sunshine, watching the early races and arguing among themselves, who will it be? Who will win the Preakness? Good afternoon. I'm Jim McKay reporting from Pimlico. We all know, of course, that the Preakness is the second jewel in the Triple Crown, but here in Maryland, they say that the Preakness stands all by itself. I think that the Baltimore poet Ogden Nash perhaps summed up their attitude best when he wrote this couplet when he said, "The Derby is a handsome race of aristocratic sleekness, for steeds of birth to prove their worth, for running in the Preakness." That's about the way they feel around here, and what a Preakness it should be today. A 9-horse field, included in it 5 of the 6 top finishers in the Kentucky Derby, and we would have had the 6th one, except that that horse came down with a minor injury last week and had to be taken out of the race. In addition, 3 other colts. We've got the Maryland-bred hometown Harriman. We've got a mystery horse called Phantom Jet, and we've got one called Looking for the Big One, a speed horse out of the Wayne Lucas barn who just might steal it all. Now let's take a look at the specifics of this 112th running of the Preakness Stakes. The purse, more than $500,000. The distance, as always, 1 mile and 3/16, a 16th of a mile shorter than the Kentucky Derby. The track condition is fast today, although the times have not been too fast or too impressive. The temperature, 73 degrees, wind out of the east at 10 miles an hour. As I said, it's an almost perfect day here in Maryland. Now, there's a new aspect to the Triple Crown this year. The bonus system. One horse at the end of the 3 races will get a bonus of $1 million on a point basis. And Ali Shiva, of course, leads with the 5 points he got for winning the Derby. Bet Twice was second with his 3 points, and in third place, A.B. Copy got 1 point. Now, as we said, $1 million bonus for the horse with most points who finishes all 3 races. However, if one horse should win them all, and that can only be Ali Shiva now, remember, he will be guaranteed total prize money of $5 million. There's a lot at stake here this afternoon, and way up on top of the grandstand with a beautiful vantage point is my ABC colleague, Al Michaels. Al?
Jim, this reminds me of the Derby in a sense. It's a tough one for the handicappers to figure, like a giant jigsaw puzzle. You can make a case for 5 or 6 horses winning this race. There is one very big difference, though. At Louisville, we had a field of 17, which created a rough trip for a lot of the starters, and now we have about half that size. Just a field of 9, 6 of those who come over from Louisville, and then the 3 newcomers. So a field of 9 for the Preakness, and let's take a look at the current odds. And we have some interesting situations developing. Bet Twice was being held at 7-2 earlier today, is now up to 5-1. Harriman is the long shot at 47-1. Phantom Jet, who won here on the grass 2 weeks ago, is 19-1. No More Flowers has little backing, and Looking for the Big One at 13-1. By the way, the post positions and the saddlecloth colors are noted in the box on the left-hand side. So pick your favorite horse, and you can see the silks that the jockey will be wearing today. We have co-favorites. Ali Shiva is down to 2-1. Gulch is 7-2. A.B.'s Copy, despite finishing 3rd in the Derby, is 21-1. And the co-favorite, along with Ali Shiva, is Crypto Clearance. He, like the Kentucky Derby winner, is 2-1. And those are the odds now, about 1 hour before post time. To call a race and for the pre- and post-race analysis is Dave Johnson. Dave, we talked about the paucity of Triple Crown winners. In fact, no horse has won the Derby and Preakness since Pleasant Colony in '81. And in a 38-year cycle, only Secretariat, Seattle Slew, and Affirmed have won the Triple Crown. Why is it so hard for a horse to win all 3?
It takes a special quality to win each of the races. In the Derby, you have to have a horse with tractability and maneuverability because of the big field. In the Preakness, you have to have some speed, and in the 1.5-mile Belmont, you have to have a horse with stamina, courage, staying power. Also, no Triple Crown winner without a little racing luck. And don't forget, all this has to be done in just 9 weeks.
In a very short period of time. So we'll see if Ali Shiva can do it. Meanwhile, let's go down out of the jockey.